All right, so you're wanting to clean your Ping Eye2 irons. Here is all you need to be able to do that. It's very easy, a little time consuming, and your fingers will hurt a little bit afterwards. So take some breaks in between. But here are the ingredients you need. Yes, I said ingredients. You can find this in your household pretty much at any given time. And if you don't have it, you can run quickly to the grocery store and go get it. Here's what you need. First, you'll need some kind of cloth, either cotton, something soft. I have microfiber towels here that I picked up at Costco. It's like 100 pack for like 10 bucks. You'll need some plain salt, lemon juice. You can use real lemons or you can use that. I went ahead and just bought the juice because that's all I need. And then a cup to put it in. Now, whenever you're putting it into the cup, however much of this you put in, you're gonna want 3 times the amount of lemon to salt. So just squirt a little bit. And I started off with testing, so I only did about maybe a little more than that because I've already cleaned 1 club of lemon juice, and then I put in, I don't know, a teaspoon of salt, and you just stir it around with a spoon until the salt dissolves, and it takes about a minute. And then after that, you're good to go. So I'll show you what to do from here. So we are going to take the Ping Eye2 Beryllium Copper from this right here. This is one I have that I have not cleaned yet. See how it's dark? It's kind of brown. It looks like a turd on the end of the stick, to be honest with you. It doesn't look like copper. So we're going to take it from that to this. See how nice and shiny and beautiful that one looks? Here's the difference. This is one I've already cleaned. This is one I have not cleaned yet. And you'd be surprised at how easy it is. It just takes a little bit of elbow grease to be able to do that. So let's get started. I now have the dirty Ping Eye2 Beryllium Copper iron here. This is a 9 iron. The one that I have cleaned already is a 7 iron. You can see right here. Here's the difference. And like I said, all you need is that lemon juice with the salt in it. I already have it mixed together and ready to go. So I'm going to stick that right here. And then you just need a terry towel, cloth, or some kind of soft cotton to use. And all you have to do is if you take this like so, take a little end of it here, and just barely dip it in there, like that. And that's it. Just a little dab of it, basically. Squeeze it out a little bit, and then you're going to take this here and basically rub it onto the club. Barely applying any pressure at all right now. So after you get it on there nicely, push pretty hard on it. And as you push hard on it, you'll see it start to clear up a little bit, but it's actually kind of hard to see it going from this brown to this shininess until after you're done. And then you look at it after you're done and compare it to your other clubs, you're like, holy cow, that looks so much better now. So it's pretty crazy to sit here and watch this, but I'm doing it now. I can already see it lightening up some. So occasionally, after you've rubbed it in, take a dry part of the cloth and rub it and apply pretty heavy pressure to it. I'm applying quite a bit of pressure, but you can see already, look at the difference from the hosel to the sole of the club. It's already changed that much. And so you just do that to the entire club until you get it to as shiny as you want it to. It'll just keep shining the more you do it, but just keep doing it over and over again. Occasionally you'll feel your towel starting to get a little drier, so just re-dip it back in to the solution and continue rubbing. You might have to go over the same spot a few times to get it to where you want it, but that's not a problem. So just keep doing that over and over. There's some, like nicks and stuff on here that are a little tougher to get into. Working some circular motions back and forth, hit it from all angles, and it'll start to clean up. Really not that hard to do. So I'm going to do this entire club. I'll eventually do my entire set because I want to resell these back when golf season starts back up, and this will help it sell at a very high price. So I bought these and they were all brown, that turd looking color, and I got them for a great deal. 1, because it's not golf season, and 2, because of how they looked. The clubs themselves are actually in great condition with hardly any scratches or nicks on them. But now that I'm cleaning them up and I'm making them look good and putting a little TLC into them that they've had or been neglected from for years, these things will turn around and sell for quite a bit more. So I'm excited to see what I can sell these for after I do this. And whoever gets them is going to have a great set of clubs, and I hope that they enjoy them and actually play with them. It's like having a Lamborghini. I don't have a Lamborghini, but you see people with like these nice cars or like old vintage cars, and they just leave them sitting in their garage. They stare at them, they clean them up, and that's it. They never take it out on the road. I don't understand that. If you get something that nice, get out and enjoy it. What's the point of buying it if you're not going to enjoy it? So I wanted to enjoy these. I've already played with these before because I wanted to see what all the hype was about. And I gotta tell you, it was not disappointing. Check out my last video if you haven't already, where I did go out and play with this exact set. They hadn't been cleaned up yet, and I don't know if I want to play with them after I clean them up, because then that's just going to make them look bad again. And I don't want to have to go through this whole cleaning process, but it's amazing how well these clubs still play, and they're like 40 years old. It's amazing. They had modern technology back then put into this club that no other club has ever had. I think Ping Eye2s were the biggest selling club of all time. And these things are just absolutely incredible. Incredible clubs to play with. So this is already shining up quite a bit. As you can see here from like the, 3 minutes that I've been doing this, that compared to like the dark hosel there. Let me move so that way you can see like in the light what it looks like without my dark shirt in the background. But look at that. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. So these things are just going to shine right up and they're going to look amazing. If you have them in your bag and they're shiny, people are going to see them from a distance. Whenever they're dark and dingy, people will still be like, wow, that's a nice set of clubs. But if you have them all shiny looking like this and you're walking around on the golf course with them, people will see these things stand out from a distance. And not too often. Have you ever seen anybody with a copper set of clubs or copper colored clubs? No, you haven't. You haven't. Unless you've owned a set of these yourself, you probably haven't seen too many. You can get them copper plated and things like that, and some people do, and that's expensive to do. But not too many people have seen anything like this. So whenever you're out on the course, it is a head turner, and people love to look at them, ask questions about them, how you got them to look like this. And there's so much history behind these clubs that it tells a story in and of itself. And it's something fun, a good way for you to make friends too out on the course if you want to do that. Some people prefer to just go play by themselves. I could go either way. Just depends on how I'm feeling for the day. But these things are starting to really show some life already. I can't believe the difference that they're already starting to show. So look, almost the same now. See that? Sole's almost the same on it. Here's what the backside still looks like. They still need to be cleaned up there, but these things are looking great. So I'm going to finish this up, show you what it looks like whenever it's all said and done. Remember, this is the 9-iron right there, and I'll show you what these look like whenever they're done. All right, 10-15 minutes later, and we now have a shiny, brand new looking Eye2 Ping Eye2 red dot iron. See, still the 9-iron. This is what it looks like now. Very comparable to the 7-iron. Both of them are almost the exact same, if not the same looking now. Just crazy. It's kind of fun to sit there and do and just watch it all go away and get shiny all of a sudden. It's kind of like magic almost as you're doing it, and how much it does change. It almost looks like a completely different club. You wouldn't even think this was the same club if it didn't have any writing on it. You would think it was not the same club. So the difference is incredible, but that should help out the resale value substantially, I would imagine. So looking forward to seeing what we can get out of these. And guess where I learned how to do this? All right, I'll tell you. Martha Stewart. You heard me right, Martha Stewart. I Googled how to clean copper, and one of the things that showed up for how to clean copper was a blog that Martha Stewart had done, and it was a post that she did about cleaning copper. It's the same thing for copper dishware, and that's what it was about. And the lemon juice and salt were the safest to use on the copper because it doesn't hurt the outer layer that's protecting the copper. And all you gotta do is make sure the salt dissolves so that way it doesn't scratch it up. But it actually worked. I didn't trust it. I was like, there's no way it's that easy, but it was that easy. And all in all, took me about an hour to clean these entire things because of the current condition that they were in. But if you regularly maintain these and clean them like once a month, you can do it probably the whole thing in 10 minutes. So just take care of your clubs. Doesn't matter if they're copper or not, just take care of them. But they look absolutely amazing. I hope you enjoy them.